Why is it that 99% of people fall short of their dreams, while only a small fraction rise above to achieve extraordinary success? The answer isn't about talent. It isn't about luck or even where you come from. It's about something far deeper. It's about mindset, habits, and the decisions you make every single day. Today, we're going to uncover the truth about why so many fail, and more importantly, how you can be the 1%. If you've ever felt stuck, unmotivated, or unsure of how to move forward, this is your wake-up call. Let's start with the uncomfortable truth. Most people don't fail because they're incapable. They fail because they settle. The first reason why 99% of people fail is simple. They don't know what they want. Their goals are vague, like, I want to be rich, or I want to be happy. While these aspirations might sound nice, they're too abstract. Without clarity, your goals are like trying to drive to a destination without an address. You might get in the car, but you'll drive around aimlessly, wasting time and energy, and likely end up nowhere. Let's break it down. Imagine two people decide they want to lose weight. Person A says, I want to get in shape, while person B says, I want to lose 10 pounds in the next 3 months by exercising 4 times a week and eating 2,000 calories a day. Who do you think is more likely to succeed? It's obvious, isn't it? Here's the takeaway. Success starts with clarity. The clearer your goal, the more likely you are to achieve it. So ask yourself, what does success look like for me? Don't just say, I want to be successful. Instead, define it. Is it financial freedom? Is it building a thriving business? Is it becoming the best version of yourself? Write it down. Be specific. Because without clarity, you're setting yourself up for failure. The second reason people fail is their unwillingness to step outside of their comfort zones. It's human nature to seek safety and avoid discomfort. But here's the brutal truth. Growth only happens outside of your comfort zone. Think about this for a moment. If you go to the gym and lift the same weights every day without ever challenging yourself to lift heavier, will you get stronger? No, you won't. Success works the same way. If you're not challenging yourself, you're not growing. Now, this is easier said than done. Fear often keeps us trapped. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. But here's the thing. Fear isn't your enemy. Fear is a sign that you're about to grow. Take small steps to stretch your comfort zone. If public speaking terrifies you, start by practicing in front of a mirror. Then speak to a friend. Slowly, you'll build confidence. The more you embrace discomfort, the more resilient you become. Procrastination, the silent killer of dreams. How many times have you told yourself, I'll start tomorrow, only to find that tomorrow never comes? Procrastination is the ultimate thief of time, and it's one of the biggest reasons why 99% of people fail. Why do we procrastinate? It's simple. We overthink the task at hand and make it seem more daunting than it really is. Let's use an example. Imagine you have a 5,000-word essay to write. Instead of breaking it down into smaller tasks, you keep thinking about the entire essay, which feels overwhelming. So what do? You avoid it. You distract yourself with Netflix, social media, or anything else that gives you a quick dopamine hit. Here's how you beat procrastination. Break the task into tiny, manageable steps. Tell yourself, I'm just going to write 50 words, or I'll work on this for 10 minutes. Once you start, you'll often find that it's not as hard as you thought. So how can you rise above the 99% and join the 1%? The answer lies in 3 principles: clarity, action, and consistency. We've already touched on this, but it's worth repeating. Clarity is the foundation of success. If you don't know exactly what you want, you'll never know how to get there. Take 15 minutes today to sit down and write out your goals. Be specific. Don't just say, I want to make more money. Instead, write, I want to earn $100,000 a year by building an online business that sells digital products. The more specific your goal, the easier it becomes to create a roadmap to achieve it. Remember, the hardest part of any journey is getting started. That's why it's so important to take the smallest possible step forward. For example, if your goal is to start a YouTube channel, don't overwhelm yourself by thinking about filming, editing, and marketing all at once. Instead, start by brainstorming video ideas. Then write a script for one video. Break it down into small, manageable tasks. Action creates momentum, and once you're in motion, it's easier to keep going. Consistency is the key that separates the 1% from the 99%. Most people give up too soon. They start strong but lose motivation when they don't see immediate results. But here's the truth. Success is a marathon, not a sprint. It's about showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it. Think about planting a tree. You don't see it grow overnight. But if you water it every day, give it sunlight, and nurture it over time, it grows into something incredible. So why do 99% of people fail? They lack clarity. They stay in their comfort zones. They let procrastination control their time. But you don't have to be part of the 99%. You can be the 1%. Start by getting clear on your goals. Take small, consistent actions and commit to showing up every single day. Remember, success isn't reserved for a select few. It's available to anyone willing to do the work. The question is, are you ready to rise above the 99% and become the 1%? Subscribe for a better future.